Hello, I'm standing here on the deck of the SS Poseidon, or something similar, with David, who's celebrating the release of his new album, Tides.
Well, it's just the band's new album, not mine.
Wow.
We mustn't forget the rest of them.
Okay. It's very mellow, very pleasant music. Was that your intention?
Yes, that's the sort of stuff we do. It's also, some of the lyrics are quite unsettling, if you listen to them.
In what respect?
They deal with some of the dark things, like night terrors and devils in your head and things like that. So there's quite a wide variety of lyrics in there.
Did you find by writing those kind of tracks that you actually exercised your fears of them?
Yes.
How long did it take the album to get made?
It's over 2 years.
From the second you started writing the songs?
Well, from when we started recording. And some of the songs are written while we were doing the album. 2 of them we actually did for 51 Productions.
Oh, right.
For Guardian Angels, which we were asked to write for. But yeah, it's a long process, and as we're not sort of full-time professionals, any of us. So recording has to be fitted in when we can, and we have to just trouble getting people into the studio and stuff like that.
So how does this album compare to your previous ones?
Well, I think we all think it's by far the best thing we've ever done.
Commercially, creatively?
Certainly creatively. I don't think. Well, I know you'll have to ask Moy about the Mice. They were nearly successful. I know John Peel loved them, but commercially, I've always been very consistent.
I believe that you're heavily involved in ecology.
Yeah.
And that's reflected in the songs.
It is, yes.
What's your most major concern?
The planet. We're threatening it in so many different ways. It's not just climate change, it's all the chemical pollution and the destruction of the environment. We're almost sort of, well, I can't say the actual expression on an interview, but you know what I mean. Goodbye Earth.
And how do you think the solution might be found?
Only if enough people actually get together and take on the vested interests that are only interested in making money.
Do you feel that is growing somewhere in the world?
There are large pockets of it. There are people who really do care, but the trouble is they don't own the media and own the newspapers and own the politicians.
So do you think that what's happening in the world at the moment with Trump and Brexit, that there's a revolution, albeit of a dubious kind, going on?
You can see a reaction against the political establishment, but unfortunately it seems to be going in totally the wrong direction. I think people have been fooled by the likes of Trump and the Brexit into thinking they are somehow anti-establishment, but they're not. They're part of it. They're all extremely rich, powerful people.
Are you rich?
What, making albums?
Oh, well, you're rich of talent. You're rich of what you give to people in your personality. That's the best kind of richness, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah. It depends how you define rich.
What do you love most about the world?
That's an almost impossible question to answer. It is so beautiful.
The oceans, the continents, the people.
Yes, the oceans are a very particular favourite of mine because I've always lived and or worked by the sea for nearly my entire life, so it's part of my soul.
So that's why the album's called Tides?
Yeah. Although it was actually Moira came up with that name.
How long have you been together with Moira?
Must be about 3 or 4 years. I mean, we formed SeaFall in 2012. Yes, that's 4 years. Yeah.
So who's meeting her through the band, coming together?
No, we actually met through Rumney Folk Club, and we formed the band afterwards with Ksenia, the fiddle player. We were just a sort of acoustic trio to start with, and then Lennis, who's our studio engineer, was adding so much in the way of bass and keyboards, particularly. He's a brilliant keyboard player. But in the end, we thought, well, he might as well join the band because he's opened up new horizons for us musically, and Tides is the result.
Yeah.
And we're very proud of it, obviously, because it's out.
So what's next? New tracks, new material?
Well, we've got lots more material to start recording on, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't help that, even though it's.
You're a non-stop creative machine.
Yeah, it just goes on and on.
If you hadn't been a musician, what do you think you might have wanted to be?
Well, I was a countryside ranger for a long time.
You were?
Yeah.
What did that involve?
Well, unfortunately, it was. I better not say where it was, but it was an urban edge of town, and most of it was involved with picking up rubbish, trying to get people to behave in a semi-civilized manner, repairing all the damage, stuff like that. Sadly, it wasn't all that much to do with nature. Just trying to stop people wrecking everything.
Well, I hope that the music on this album will cause people to listen to and possibly think about the issues you've raised in it.
Well, we hope so. The lyrics are important to us.
Well, that's the value of music. Rather than being a preached sermon from a pulpit,
Yeah.
you enjoy the music and then realise what you're singing about.
Yeah, it's very hard to write a song about anything political or with a small p, without it sounding like you are preaching. And I hope the one song we've got on this, which does that, is an optimistic song.
Which one is that?
It's called Little Earth, which actually starts the album, and it also forms one of the last songs.
I loved
as
the beginning. The second I heard that, I loved it.
Oh,
It was so sweet and pure. And that for you is the most important track.
Yes, in many ways, yeah.
Excellent.
It says what I want to get out. But Moyle have different ideas.
Well, let's go and find out what they are then. Thank you very much,
Good luck
David.
with that, Keith.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.